Hi kitty! Welcome back to my channel. It is time for another weekly Wednesday wrap up. But before I start, let me say hi and introduce myself if you are new. My name is Quinta, I am 28 years old and I'm working on my bachelor. On this channel I do cash stuffings, budget with me videos, and I show how to budget with the Kakeibo method like I am doing today. I do upload every Wednesday and Sunday, so subscribe if you want to join my journey, but let's get started for today. This week I didn't do a whole lot of personal spending. However, I went way overboard with my grocery budget as usual. But I do think that I am still within budget for the whole month. However, we will calculate that at the end to see if I'm still in my budget, or that I have to get some money out of my spending to fund my grocery budget for next week. My personal spending I used for a planner, which was just a day planner for next year. Here it is. As you know, I do love Zodiac based things and galaxy and moons and everything. So I wanted a planner that represented that. It's just a basic week planner. It's not a whole lot extra stuff, but I just wanted to see if I can time block and improve on my planning when it comes to balancing YouTube, a possible internship for next year that I have to do, school, of course, and just social interactions. So I want to make sure that I am prepared for next year. And with that, I also got some sticky notes. This one says shine, sparkle, and smile, and it is written in the stars, so I'm just using these to jot down little notes or something that will help me remember stuff. But together these were €8. So that was all my spending that I did for myself for the week. I knew that I was using it for one singular product, so that's why I didn't spend on anything else. Next up is my grocery budget. I went grocery shopping on Wednesday for €22.15. There is no glare, okay. 22.15. And then I did additional groceries for the weekend with my boyfriend. So that was $24.45. And most of the time we just figure out what we're going to eat, but that will be whole meals, so that we cook by ourselves. So I always have to get ingredients for a whole dish, and that will rank up if you want to feed 2 people for 3 days straight. And then on Saturday we did another grocery shop for some small items that they didn't have in the first store. So we went to another store the next day to get all the ingredients that we were missing. So that means that for this week I spent €56.76 on my groceries, which is more than €26 over budget. However, with next week just having 5 days left, and I know I'm going to spend this weekend at my boyfriend's, so I don't have to buy any groceries. I do think that the existing groceries that I have now will sustain me until at least Friday. So I know that I won't be spending a lot of grocery money in next week. I'm gonna try to make it last until Monday or Tuesday. But if that doesn't happen, that's not a problem. So if we're adding up all the groceries, we'll see how much I have left for next week. Let's see, so we have the 56.76, and then we add last week's groceries, which is 13.40, and the week before that, which is 6.20 and 14. So that means I'm still under budget for this week, which is great, or for this month, I'm sorry, which is great. But that means that for next week I will just have 20 euros for my groceries. So I'm happy that I'm still under budget, but I do have to be a little more realistic with myself and not hold myself accountable if I go over budget one week but stay under budget the next week, to make sure that I'm still eating the dishes that I like and I enjoy making, because I do love cooking and I do love cooking for other people. When they eat and they are doing like the happy dance, that just gives me joy. So I'm not, even if I'm doing the happy dance, it gives me joy. So I'm not trying to be as hard on myself as I were in the past when it comes to groceries, because food is still a basic need, and I don't think that we should punish ourselves for eating food if that is your main source of energy next to sleep. So let's see in my overview how much we've spent of my spending money. In week 3 I used 8 euros of my spending budget, so we have 8, and then 15.72 from last week, and the week before that we have 5.63, which means I've used 29 years old, 29 euros and 35 cents. That does mean that I still have 10 euros for next week, which is exciting that I still have some money left, but maybe there won't be any money left for my savings challenge, but that's fine. We'll just figure, well, even if we're just using all my spending, at least I stayed within budget, which is more important to me than using leftover spending for a certain goal. So that was it for, there we go. That was it for this week's weekly Wednesday wrap up. And because I go to my boyfriend next weekend, I do think that I will make my groceries work for me. Because I get paid next Monday, I'll do a budget with me on Sunday. I'm excited for the new year, but I still want to track my budget and see if we can improve, because we've come so far in such a short amount that I do know that staying consistent is key. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!